use my pinky enough when I play guitar when I'm just noodling around. It is June 18, 2020. It is 3:32 p.m. This is episode 930. Just waiting for an editor to get back to me. So I decided to do this extremely long video. I'm so sorry, it's 8 minutes and 32 seconds. I don't know why it got that long. Maybe because I was diving into drawing all these characters and going back into them and coloring and making sure I didn't miss anything. Like the emblems and the stuff on the sleeves and the caps. I kept going back to look to see if I'd missed one, and I kept finding them. So I think I got them all. I'll probably find another one while watching this video, or while I'm making it. Thankfully, I got 4 comments today, so that can help me eat some of this time. So, the company that makes Aunt Jemima, Quaker Oats, has decided that it's time for Aunt Jemima to go. She is a racist image, and we got to just throw it out and just start over. All they gotta do is just come up with another name of it and just keep putting the same syrup in the thing. So a couple of things. First thing, when I posted about this yesterday, just a comment about all the races, people kept making comments about how crappy the syrup was anyway, so you shouldn't worry about it. But it has nothing to do with the quality of the syrup, people. It does not. It doesn't matter if the syrup's awesome and fantastic and great and wonderful and the syrup tastes like syrup. It doesn't. I'm pretty sure it is crappy syrup that tastes just like generic, which is what I normally buy. But, because sometimes I make waffles at home, yo. But, and also it's not just syrup, it is pancake mix too. So actually I started off as pancake mix. I did some research for this one. And I did some research for all of them. Oh, before I forget, Robert Cotino said, please see comment from previous video. Normally I forget them by the time I get to this, but I just looked and it was saying about the judges in the court. Sometimes the Catholic ones actually exercise their conscience. Okay, something like that. Sorry, Robert Cotino, if I didn't say it right. But anyway, the whole thing with the Aunt Jemima is, like, racists are really, really freaking out that they're pulling this product, you know? And the thing is, it's like, how racist is this nation? Because we have Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Butterworth, and Uncle Ben. Now you look at Mrs. Butterworth and Aunt Jemima, and it's like, was every syrup manufacturer racist? I mean, what the hell is up with that? And I just pointed out on the blog, I mean, even Uncle Cracker only had one hit song, but hell, they get all this racist stereotypes for syrup, and Aunt Jemima lasted 130 years before they realized, you know, maybe we should get rid of this tired racist image. In 1989, they decided to update her, so they took the do-rag off her head, and they made her look more like Florence from, her name was Florence, right? Florence from the Jeffersons, than Hattie McDaniel from Gone with the Wind. And now conservatives are arguing, you know, like all week, all month, the last 2 months, they've just been arguing, with the last 20 years, the last 400 years, they argue that they're not racist, you know. And I'm thinking, if you're arguing that you're not a racist while standing up for the Confederate flag and Confederate statues, other Confederate imagery and symbols, and you're trying to say systemic racism does not exist, and cops should have the right to shoot a black man running away in the back, you know, you'd think that you'd take a day off when it came to the syrup. You'd think you'd say, okay, this is this racist syrup issue. I am a racist, but let me go ahead and try to conceal it a little bit by not getting upset about the fucking syrup. Fucking racist. And, I mean, they can't, I guess they can't help themselves. They can't contain it. And the one reliable racist that I know on Facebook that I always look to see, he's a cartoonist, just to see what the talking point is. And then I noticed yesterday that he had unfriended me, even though I hadn't talked to him in like 2 years. And he probably saw something that I posted, or when I used him, and I posted about this racist cartoon he did this in all the newspapers. Well, not in all the newspapers. It was in one. People got pissed. Anyway, I saw his thing yesterday, and he was talking about, well, Hattie McDaniel, the woman that they hired to play Aunt Jemima. Apparently, they made her rich. And so it's not racist, but she was a former slave, and in case you forget, they dressed her up as like the former slave, and the product is called Aunt Jemima. No matter how much they paid her, that is still fucking racist. Just because she paid so many millions of dollars to incorporate your racist image does not make it any less racist. And the other thing, and I've eaten a lot of time here, and the other thing is, the product was called Aunt Jemima, and she was literally a former slave. So how is any of that not racist? It's kind of like the black defense, where she was happy. She didn't mind singing and dancing. Oh, but then again, they took the whole thing, the whole image. They got the idea from white vaudeville blackface performers. All right, let's do the shadows. Robert Catino said, oh, I already read that. And Robert Catino has a long shadow. This one is more poignant, the last cartoon, but the MAGA and the line. Oh, he really got into it, really thought about it. The really fun part about it is that you have to think about it to get it. On the surface of it, there is the obvious point of she is pregnant, whether or not she takes the test. However, there's a point that Trump is in the background, that both are Trump supporters, that the husband partner told her to not take the test, and that Trump appears to be disapproving of her taking the pregnancy test, thus validating the idiot's contention. Good job. Mahid, Robert, Matthews, we do not take you for granted. Now shut up and make us another video. Ha, just kidding. But that was only... But was that manly enough? My apologies for not realizing I was still logged on my business account, Grateful Maple Nursery, when I commented for the first time the other day. Thanks for mentioning the animations and enjoying going back and watching the videos. I missed, but there is a lot of them, so I'm glad I was able to jump around and check out the animations. They were outstanding. Thank you, Mighty Robert Matthews, very much. Yeah, take your time. And someone named Cindy writes, I love the content, bro. Are you trying to collaborate? No, I am not. I don't work with anybody. Editors are hard enough. Political cartooning is pretty much a solo art. Or it should be. So I'll collaborate again when I do another band. But that time is not coming yet. I have to do all these cartoons. They're yelling to get out. I have to do them. I don't have time for anything else. I really have time to eat and sleep. I had nothing else to say, so... Oh yeah, the cops in Atlanta. I started to think that they're making bad cop just a useless term. It's just like an oxymoron now. These guys didn't call in... I mean, they're calling in sick because they're protesting that a couple of cops are being charged for murder after they murdered a guy. I guess to protect and serve until you're offended, till you get butthurt, till your panties get into a wad. Also, I was gonna say people keep making the Aunt Karen jokes about Aunt Jemima, and I'm really fucking tired of those. It's like somebody comes up with something funny and then everybody in the world repeats it. I'm getting tired of that. I've had like 15 Aunt Karen memes posted on my Facebook. And because I jammed out another cartoon because I really felt like I had to do something quick on the Bolton thing because I didn't want to take too much time to slide by. And I figured I'd get distracted by my CNN stuff. So I went ahead and kicked out another cartoon today on John Bolton. So you will get another video probably early in the morning. Oh, we're out of time. The video's longer. Bye.